Welcome back to Innocent. It's been a while, but today we're going to show you our new labels.
Yeah, so if you've been following us, you've probably been wondering where we got to. So if this is the first time we're meeting, I'm Alan and...
I'm Imogen.
And this is Imogen. And a year ago, so May 2025, we decided to start making candles with the idea for Imogen to learn all about business and eventually sell her own candles. And it was going really well, and we did sell a few candles at the end of last year. And then at the start of this year, 2026, for my day job, I started a new project, and basically it's been horrendous. I've been working after dinner, logging back on, working to 8, 9, 10, sometimes 11 p.m. And then I've had to make my own handmade business products to ship out for the next day. With Peggy Picks, and so the candles have kind of fallen by the side. But we have been doing stuff. We have been doing a lot of burn testing, and we did record it, but I think it's a bit boring, isn't it? It's a bit samey. Oh, we light a candle, weigh the candle. Does it smell? Doesn't it smell? So we haven't really bothered to post them, but we have had some developments. Our old labels for our candles have been very plain colours.
Yeah. And we also decided to get rid of the top label on the top of the lid. Yeah,
so we thought for this year we'll have a bit of a redesign, a bit of a rebranding. We've done a lot of the kind of groundwork last year, which is the testing, getting the wax, the wicks, the oils all to work. So, it just takes time. And how old are you?
9.
9. So it's good that you started really young, because as you can see, it can take a really long time when you're fitting this in around school and my day job and my own handmade business. So this way we don't have to rush, and hopefully by the time you're a teenager, you'll have you've got all the experience, whether it's candles or something else, everything you learn.
I have a good business.
Yeah, you can apply to any kind of business really. Yeah, already your camera confidence is got really, really good, because you can introduce a video, whereas before you were just really camera shy. So it's taking us a while. So yeah, we thought instead of having the plain labels, we've been kind of thinking, how can we differentiate ourselves? Do you know what differentiate means?
No.
It means, how do you set yourself apart from all the other candle people? So a lot of people have lovely plain labels. Nothing wrong with that at all. They do look very elegant, but we don't want to do more of the same. And in England, it's really hard to have your own blends of fragrance oils. I do know a few companies now are letting you, they'll generate you the safety sheets, safety information, if you put in what of their oils that you've been blending, but still it's a bit limited. It's not like in America and Canada where they can just mix anything and make amazing scents. But that's where it is, and at the moment we're not really in a position to make our own scents and get them tested by the labs. So we have to work with just standard scents. So do you want to go over this? Oh yeah, so how we make the labels. So we're just using this bog standard Epsom Eco Tank. It's a bit slow, but print is surprisingly decent for what's an entry printer at the end of the day. And then we've been using this Silhouette, I think it's Portrait. Is it Portrait 4? Yeah, Portrait 4 to cut the labels. And we've been using this electrostatic mat just to make it a bit faster. So I'll show a video of it being cut. But I don't think we can use these labels because I forgot to do the print bleed.
What does that mean?
Print bleed is where the label, actually it might be on here. Oh, I forgot to do it on here actually. Basically what happens is it prints the edge of the sticker with a bit more of the same colour, so that when you cut it out you don't get any white edge because it's not that precise. But saying that, it's actually cut out really precise. So
and these.
Yeah, so Imogen for one of her teacher's birthdays made an apple and mango candle, so we thought we'd do it in the new style. So this is kind of the CLP label and the main label in the bigger size. But yeah, saying that, with that bleed, it cut out really accurately. So that's silhouette is pretty accurate. Another thing, we kind of used to we made up our own names for the scents, and I think because not that many people know about
Yeah,
you.
people won't know what it is.
Yeah, so they probably get confused, and when your customer's confused or doesn't know what the scent is, they're just not going to buy, right? It's like if you walk into a shop and you don't know what they're selling,
Yeah.
you just be like, oh, I don't know.
And like luscious leaf, people might not know what a leaf actually smells like.
Yeah, so we thought we'll go back to basics and we'll just call, saying that with the exception of the first one's Evergreen Forest.
Yeah.
We're actually recycling our Christmas tree because no one bought a Christmas tree. So we have a few Christmas trees that we're going to rebrand as Evergreen Forest. You could call it Pine Forest, but it doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
Evergreen Forest.
Evergreen Forest is nicer. So, and I'll put a close-up of these designs so you can see it better. And then Pain au chocolat, we've always called Pain au chocolat.
Yeah.
So we've done testing on all of these already, so we can relabel the tins and the glass jars nicely. Woodland Walk is Autumn Wood Walk or something, so that's just a nicer sounding woodsy smell. And the picture kind of sets the scene. So something different. I don't think so many people put pictures on.
Of like the real thing.
Yeah, so I thought just to make it a bit different, really, to stand out. Time will tell whether it goes down well or not, but we try anyway. I think it is a lot nicer than just like the plain, like fireside. It's all fine, but very, I don't know. I think this is going to be a bit more eye-catching. Rose is rose. We finally got our rose to work. We thought the candles there was a bit of hang-up and a bit of tunnelling, but now I've managed to find the time to do more burn testing. As the flame's gone down in the tin, it's melted that wax that was stuck around the edge away, so it's not a problem. And we haven't even tested them. Look, we went with bigger wicks for, CL10 lavender. We've actually used CL10 wicks in this 4-ounce tin instead of CL8, which is what we normally use. And it's a bit too big. Yeah. The flame's a bit too big, so I don't really want to wick up. And because it's such a small candle, you don't want the flame to be too big because...
Dangerous.
It's not, well, it can be dangerous if the flame gets massive, but it's going to burn up the wax faster, and we don't want to... we want to have the candle lasting as long as we can, right? Honey tobacco, so kind of a masculine scent. So the label kind of reflects that, a bit more dark and mysterious. And then apple and mango kind of is the only label that is sort of like the old design.
Yeah, because it's got the colour scheme.
It's got the colour scheme, but I don't really know how else to show
But it's got a picture
the
of
apple and mango. Yeah, so we can try it. It's probably... Yeah, we can see what's working and what doesn't work so well, and maybe go more towards what works and eventually have some kind of theme. But that's where we are for now. So we're going to stick all these on, rebrand the tins and the jars, and I think we're going to laser the lids. We haven't even done that yet, so that will be... I'll show you how to use the laser to do that.
What are we going to do when we laser the lids?
I was thinking just to have your Immerscent logo so that it's not too busy, because if you have all that happy moments, elegant scents, that round, I haven't got one to show, but the round big logo, I think that's a bit too fussy on there, and it just look a bit... It won't look so nice if you're trying to be a bit elegant. Yeah, that's too much going on. So we'll try that. Or you can try it anyway. You can do one with your round, full-blown logo on from the stamp, and you can just do Immerscent, and you can see what you like. There's no harm in trying. So we're going to do that. We've got a few other scents. Cherry, I think we've cracked.
Yeah.
And...
Lavender?
Lavender, I might have to reduce the fragrance oil, because lavender, we've got a bit of tunnelling going on, which I don't think will go away as we burn the candle longer. So we've got a bit more testing to do, but I think at least we've got a handful of scents at least that will work. So I've got to photograph them all again and then update your website. and then we basically haven't done anything on the socials, so you have to pick that back up. Surprisingly, we have had people kind of, respond to the videos that are up there, so we'll have to do a few more, I think, and get that going, and then see what happens this autumn. So for the next candle season, really, I think we were a bit rushed last year. I think we just wanted to try and get the website going, get some sales, which you managed, which is pretty good. So I think now, with a bit more time and practice and experience and refining your designs and stuff, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, it's just a short update, really, just to we're still alive, and kicking. We've just been super busy with other stuff, but definitely don't want to let this just fade away, because we've got a lot of jars and tins kicking around anyway, so I want to probably have to order a bit more wax. Oh, and melts. We got a smaller wax melter that's still in a box, so I don't even know if it works.
And we also
hopefully it works.
Have some melts we made.
Yeah, so we made the kind of classic plastic clamshell ones, but I also got some moulds, and these are a bit too thick to post in the UK as a large letter. So this would have to go as a parcel, so it's become quite expensive to post what is, not a very expensive item, which is a problem, because people, if they just want melts, they're not going to want to pay almost as much as, they don't want to pay too much shipping, postage for the melt. So the idea with the mould is it goes into a glassine bag, which is basically a paper bag. So we're using less plastic, and it will fit into. I've got one here. Oop. I use these boxes for my displays. That's got part of a display going in there. But this is a large letter size, so the melts made in a mould will fit in here, and then this is a lot cheaper to post in the UK anyway.
Because these won't fit in there.
No, unfortunately. So I don't know when we'll fit that in, but that's kind of the next thing. It'd be good to have them. I think it'd be good to have, at least for every scent, we have the tin candle, the glass jar candle, and the melt, one set of each. Will we make it? I don't know. Depends how much time you spend on Minecraft. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. So yeah, watch this space. And yeah, thanks for watching a little catch-up video. If you made it this far, say hello. Give us please consider subscribing. And hopefully we'll see you next time, and not quite so long.
Yeah.
All right. Bye for now.